What's going on, people? Welcome back to JSTV, back again, and I've got a long-time viewer as well, and a podcast as well from Leicester City fan. Big up to Chris, Leicester Till I Die channel. How are you today, mate?
I'm very well. Well, I will be better once we sort this Enzo crap out, but it's nice to be back. We may not be back for long. We may only be back for one season, but look, we're going to enjoy it. Have I missed it? No, to be honest with you. It's been great in the Championship. None of this stupid VAR shite. And it's, you're not getting blown up every 5 minutes because you've farted as you've run past somebody and they've fallen over. I'm speaking to a Southampton fan that I know, and he said the same. If only you could transfer the Championship and have that as the Premier League, it would be brilliant. But look, you want to be in the top league, and we're back. Like I say, it could be for one short season. We'll just see how it goes, but we'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it.
Yeah, let's hope so, man, because I've been to Leicester last season and I absolutely enjoyed it. I looked around the stadium, right side of the stadium. The atmosphere is fantastic. And yeah, man, because what it is, right? I mean, Leicester got relegated. I was gutted for you, by the way. And then you were so far ahead. And then obviously, Leeds came out hard at you, and also Ipswich came in hard at you as well. And then you held out and you scored plenty of goals as well. I mean, that Dewsbury Hall, that guy is absolutely fantastic. You need to hold on to him, Chris. He is fantastic. Vardy, given another year for me, right? I mean, that Ndidi, I'll give this guy a new deal, and hopefully be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, just you need to improve. I hope you need to keep on to those players as well. But what I'll talk about is Enzo Maresca being linked to Chelsea, right? Now, for me personally, right, my advice to you, before we go on to that, I'm going to read the com-site plan. Please smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. If you're Leicester fans, please subscribe to John Sinclair TV. It's free, and thank you so much for joining in as well. And I know people watch Chris's channel, and big up to Jamie Vardy, by the way, if it's a real Jamie Vardy. Big up,
it's not blessed him, but it is the real Jamie Vardy. He's on his phone pre-match and in the dressing room messaging him. But I'm Jamie. Nice to see you, buddy.
Big up, Jamie V, big up Jamie Vardy, big up to LCFC Greer, Forever Fox, hi to you, hi to Emma, hi to you, hope you're well, hi to Forever Fox. Listen, David Moyes, wow, I think he's going to take a break. Hi, Phil Fox, big up to you, hi to you, Magai, I hope you're well, and again to Emma and Enzo Maresca, Enzo Maresca. Being linked to Chelsea, man. But I tell you what, Chelsea fans will be absolutely flabbergasted being linked to him as well. Big up to Alfie, hope you're well. Out of Torino, Lazio, Napoli. Who are you hoping for a Conference League? Napoli's not going to make it, mate. But apparently, Italian teams can have 9 teams in it, man. But for me, because I love Italy and I love Serie A football, yeah. I've never done Turin, right? I've done Rome, that's in Lazio, Roma. I've also done Napoli as well, and when they played Cagliari back in 2018-19 season, absolutely loved it there. Absolutely loved Naples there. Beautiful city. Pasta is rough, by the way. I can't lie, but look, you got to go to the right areas. People said to us, when in Naples, right? They said, make sure you're on your guard, right? Make sure you put your wallet in your front pocket, right? I had my back pocket the whole time, yeah? I mean, absolutely rubbish, yeah? Naples people are absolutely friendly, yeah? They help you out. They look after you in every single way. So you just got to go to the right place at the right time. And big up to Emma John? Emma? Not me. I'm not Emma. I'm John. But thanks for calling me a legend, by the way. And I'm great, all good as well. And Potter had permanent experience. Looks happened to him. Enzo stay put fat. And I'm glad you're not, Emma. I'm glad you're not. So let's go on to Enzo, right? Can you actually see him moving to Chelsea, or do you think it makes sense for him to stay where he is?
Look, I did a show myself actually on my channel, and hi to all the Newcastle fans. John will know I'm not one of these that I wish you all the success. And after everything that happened with you and your previous owners, good luck with, the new owners. And I don't care, to be honest with you, if you're a club, bugger everybody else. As long as you've got the money coming in, that's all that matters. It's just a load of Big Six fans getting jealous because you've got more money than them now. But no, look, will he? Yeah, I mean, he could very well go. And as I said on my show earlier, when in any walk of life, and I actually was poached once to headhunted to go and work for somebody else. It was more money. It was a better position. And I thought, I'm stretching myself if I go for that. But if I don't go for it, because where I was at the top of my game. If I left it another year, would I still be where I am, sort of, for my sales targets and everything like that? And I think managers, they've got to go and try these things. I mean, yeah, look at Potter. Does he regret going? No, of course he doesn't. He sat there living off his millions that he's still getting from Chelsea in the payoff. I mean, I saw Nigel Pearson. He was being interviewed by Sam Allardyce on his podcast. And basically what he said, not in these words, but when he went to Watford, he knew what they were like. He knew they went through managers left, right and centre. But if it didn't work out, he knew he'd walk away with a very nice cheque. Thank you very much. And I think, that's what these managers do, that they go knowing that if it doesn't work out, they're still going to get a huge, big payoff because they're going to be signed for at least 3 years. Pochettino, all right, apparently if it was mutual consent, he may not have got some money. I think it's stupid of Chelsea to get rid of him. But look at Brendan Rodgers. When he first came to Leicester in the first couple of seasons, he was being linked with everybody and his dog. It was sort of, Man United, Spurs, Barcelona. 2 years later, and he's been linked with Celtic because we've sacked him. If you don't go for these jobs when you're at the top of your peak, then it's a win-win. If they go and they're successful, they're managing a top club. Chelsea have got Europe now. If they go and it's a failure, you still get the nice a lot of dosh in the payoff.
Yeah, facts. It's all about the money, unfortunately. It's all about the dollar sign. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Look at Kieran McKenna, right? He's got a decision to make now from Ipswich, yeah? Does he go to Brighton? Does he go to Chelsea? Does he go to United, right? The thing is, right, if I was Kieran McKenna, I'll stay at Ipswich and do well with them, right? If he gets a mid-tier on his first season, he's got to do it again and then go from there. Do you know what I mean? But he's 38 years old. He's got plenty of time. There's plenty of opportunities for him to go to these top clubs, yeah? Stay at Ipswich. If they get relegated, he's still got credits in the bank. It's as simple as that. Because if you go to Chelsea now, it'll kill him. It'll eat him up. It'll ruin him, yeah? My advice to Kieran, wait for the Newcastle job in the years to come. Because I tell you what, right, if he does well with them, right, and Eddie decides to become an England manager in the future, I hope that's not the case, then we should be all after Kieran McKenna. And I think he'd do fantastic. But Chelsea, not really. Brighton,
Kieran McKenna, I don't think he'd go to Brighton. I don't see what he can get at Brighton that he can't get at Ipswich. So I think Brighton, I wouldn't even be looking if I was Kieran McKenna. Chelsea, he may look at it a bit like the Graham Potter situation.
Yeah.
Man United, if Man United were to get rid of Ten Hag, he could go to Man United because obviously he's been there, he's played there, it's his team. It's, I think, the team he supported as a lad. So he could go to Man. That's the only one I think he would leave Ipswich for at this stage. Why would he go to Brighton?
Still the same size club. I mean, Brighton's slightly bigger. It's slightly bigger. Well, Brighton's bigger than Ipswich. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. But the fact of the matter is, right? I mean, he must just stay at Ipswich. Yeah, get some experience in the Premier League. Right? I don't think Ipswich should go down. To be fair, if Kieran stays at that football club, yeah. Let's be honest. And I think he'll do well, but I know Brighton will take on younger managers. Yeah, so does Chelsea now. Yeah, that's been proved. I honestly think he needs to wait, stay at Ipswich, be loyal, right? Which I'm afraid these managers have not got none at all whatsoever. They go where the big paycheck is, and they just go from there. Simple as that. I mean, look at Graham Potter, left Brighton, goes to Chelsea, right? It ate him alive, yeah? Ate him alive. But the thing is, though, Potter's still in for the right club, but that's for another day. Ghosts and comments there. Keep those comments coming and do smash the likes up, people. And I'm feeling Napoli might make it. Now, Atalanta has won Europa League. And if Fiorentina win the conference, we would love to see us playing Napoli. This is why it's, in my opinion, the best league in the world. I know people say the Premier is. It's not. Just my opinion. Thank you for that. No, I'm sorry, but all it is just a money league. That's all it is. It's all City all the time. Yeah, he won't deliver Champions League, and so he will be sacked. That is the thing. If he goes to Chelsea, he'd be gone after one season. Let's be real. And
why the hell have Chelsea? I mean, Todd Bowley's come over. He has no idea how. Just because you run a sports club in America doesn't mean you can do it in this country. When our owners came across. We were owned by Milan Mandrić, who had an experience of owning clubs. He'd owned Portsmouth and a few others, and clubs in America. And what our owner said was, "We don't know. We've never run a club before. Will you stay and just talk?" And he stayed for 6 months, and they learnt the ropes off him. Ted Bowley's coming and thinking, "I know this. I can do this. I do this in America." He went and got Graham Potter. Graham Potter may well have worked out for them, but they've got to be given time. Pochettino hasn't been given time. Ted Bowley wants to be owner, manager, coach, physio, massage man. He wants to do everything. But these managers, look, it's my team. And I reckon that's what happened. I reckon Poch went right. Because they were on great form at the end of the season. And they, I think he would have gone and said, right, I want to do this. I want this. He's got to go and what have you. And Bowley said, no, I don't agree with that. And I think they just said, right, well, if I can't have it, I'll leave. Why would you? I mean, as a manager, why would you, apart from the money, why would you want to go to a club like that?
Exactly, because you're the manager. They got to back the manager. Let the manager manage.
Yeah.
Back the manager. You give the players that he wants. You go out and get those players and support. You know what I mean? If you have any chance to have that relationship, for me, we're still trying to get a sporting director. Dougie Freeman's turned us down. Staying at Crystal Palace. Fair play to him. Yeah. But now we got to go back to the drawing board. But we're going to come to Dan Ashford later on. Let's come to later on. So, Alfie, if I know you're in X platform, if you come into YouTube, sub the channel, right? It's easier to leave a comment in the YouTube, mate. Is that all right? But thanks so much indeed. And hi to Mayan, another Leicester City fan. Big up to Mayan. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Career surely is more important. That is from LCFC. Big up to Mayan as well. Big up to Kishan as well. Hope you're well. Can't wait for Newcastle for the 2 free transfers. The 2 best business. Lloyd Kelly, I think, is a good player. Yeah. But his injury record needs to be up to scratch. Yeah. And as for Torsten, I spoke to a Fulham fan at the weekend, right? And I tell you what, right? This guy's absolutely right. So, contact name and what's his name? Emilio. That's the name, Emilio, Fulham fan. And I tell you what, right?
Oh yeah, Emilio. Yeah, I know him.
Great guy. He's given him 6 out of 10. So that just goes to show people bigging this guy up already before he comes. Yeah. Let's be real. I mean, for me, for all I've seen of him, he's okay. Yeah, Scott Pearce, for me, I'll give him a 6 out of 10 as well. Maybe I've been too ambitious as a Newcastle fan. Yeah, Emma's cheering. John, is the rumour true? Southgate's on shortlist for Newcastle. No, he is not, and I do not want this guy anywhere near my football club. No way.
When I did my show earlier, somebody said, "Oh, Southgate will be available soon."
Man United.
Nobody wants Southgate. Well, apparently Jim Radcliffe does at Man United, but apart from that, nobody wants him near. Being an England manager and being a club manager are 2 different things. That's why so many club managers fail when they become England manager. But no, we don't want him either. You have him. You take him, John. We don't want him either.
Not Southgate. No way. Definitely no chance. Look, Chris. I'll take Taylor Swift. That's my manager.
Wouldn't we all?
Let's be real about it. Taylor Swift.
No, I mean, look at Birmingham. They were sat 6th in the Championship. They sacked John Eustace as manager. They brought in Wayne Rooney. They ended up getting relegated because they wanted a name. you've got to get these decisions right. And if you're going to get somebody in, give them time. They can't turn it all around. If Enzo goes and we bring somebody else in, he's got to start again. He may not come in and want to play the Enzo way. He may want to play a different way. So they're literally starting from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, hey, Peacock. Come on,
big up, my guy. Big up. Thanks for subscribing yesterday, man. Good luck on Saturday against Southampton.
No, come on, Southampton. We want Southampton.
For a distance point of view, it won't be that bad. But hey ho, and we'll see. It's going to be a cracking game.
No, whoever wins will deserve it.
Absolutely. Big up to Rabbit Man 39. Big up to you, my guy. McKenna should stay with us at Ipswich. I hope you keep him here. Do hit that subscribe button, my guy. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. And big up to Jess Watton. Big up to you. Got to remember that McKenna's a person with a life and a family. Brighton isn't a big enough financial step up for him to relocate him and his family. And this is why I think McKenna will stay. I think he will stay because you know what it is, right? Let's be real, right? He's a young manager. It's going to go places. Yeah? We see a good manager where we see a good one. This guy, right, is fantastic. He really, really is. And big up to the Ipswich owners for getting this guy. Took a gamble on him, and it kind of worked. Can we get a shout out for Adam Mola Ruckelman for his hat-trick in the Europa League final? Big up to Adam Mola, by the way. Watch that game. I love talent football. This guy's such a talent.
This was the guy that we had on loan and we couldn't afford to buy because we were getting relegated. Hey, Alan, and we had to let him go. We all wanted to buy him to keep him, and he goes and scores 3 goals in the Europa final. So well played. It was one that got away, unfortunately. I want to ask you a question because, a couple of questions.
Yeah,
First of all, have you been looking after Harvey Barnes for us?
He's had a difficult start to the season. Not gonna lie, he had a 4-month injury. Laid off. He's injured 4 months. Right. He has some good games, has some poor games. Yeah, we haven't seen the best of Harvey Barnes as of yet. His best game was against West Ham. He scored twice. Yeah, turned the game right round. Yeah, there's a player in there. I can't lie. He is a good player. There's a player in there. Next season, we'll see the best of Harvey Barnes. Yeah, I've got epic confidence of this guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to tap out on him just yet, but next season, I'm going to back this guy.
He's a fantastic player. He has good games and bad games. I'm not going to lie. He had gone as far as he could with us, and I think he needed to make that move just to further his career. I think it had become stale for him at Leicester. But the other question I wanted to ask you: you got Europe next season? You finished 7th, haven't you?
You got 7th, but if Man City beat United on Saturday FA Cup, we'll be in the conference. If United beat City, we'll be out of Europe altogether. And
what are you guys like with Eddie Howe? Because I know, when you look at a lot of clubs, and Leicester are the same. That once you start to get a bit of success, you expect it. You think, right, this is us now. And we had this with Leicester. A lot of fans like, well, we should be finishing top half. We did it for 3 seasons, whatever. How are the fans now to Eddie? Because obviously last season you had a great season. How do you feel sort of finishing 7th?
For me, right, you had a lot of injuries, right? Between October up until January time, we had 15 players out, yeah? Too many names to mention, right? Key players is out as well. Bruno soldiered on, right? Let's be real, right? But we lost a lot of games through it. If you haven't got a strong squad, then I'm sorry, then we're going to lose games, yeah? Look at the games we lost. Look at the games we should have won, right? Let's be real, right? But I think we redeemed ourselves, really. We should have gone through the Carabao Cup final again, thanks to Trippier. I can't lie. But that header was absolutely dreadful, by the way. I can't even lie. But we lost to Forest at home, drew with Luton at home, drew with Bournemouth at home, yeah? And I tell you what, you could have lost those games. Well, we did to Forest, by the way. But once we got our players back, we were good. We were really good. We were back to winning ways, yeah? But I think 7th this season, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10, if I'm honest with you. 7 out of 10 season for me. But finish 7th and get in the European Conference, cool. But if you don't get Europe, then next season, I'm Eddie all day. I just hope that Eddie gets us in the top 4. No, win a trophy. We need Eddie to win us a trophy, because it's okay finishing in the top 4. If someone asked us, what would you rather be, top 4 without a trophy, or finish 5th or 6th or 7th with a trophy? For me, I'd take 5th, 6th, 7th with a trophy. I want to win a trophy. Chris, we haven't won a trophy. We haven't won the league since 1927. We haven't won a domestic trophy. It was way back in 55 in the FA Cup. We won it 3 times in the 50s, right? In the 50s. And we haven't won the European Cup, the first cup, since 1969, the year I was born, right? 55 long year without winning a trophy, yeah? That is shocking for a size of Newcastle. I'm not going to lie. But I hope that we win something, whether it be Eddie or someone else. I want to win a trophy. It's all about elite sports, yeah? I mean, you won the Premier League, yeah? You won the FA Cup, yeah? I can say from there, that trophy, if there's a trophy, I'll win the FA Cup. I'll take the FA Cup all day long. And I'll tell you for why. Because win the FA Cup, we have a flipping tear in the eye, man. I'm telling you. Win that FA Cup, we have a tear in the eye. Because that's the competition I want to win. Yeah, we're not going to win the Premier League yet. We haven't got the squad. Yeah, no. Carabao Cup, yes. FA Cup, yes. Top 4 possibility, right? Depends who we buy in summer. Yeah, but I'd rather take 5th, 6th, or 7th with a trophy to finish in the top 4 at this stage. I want a trophy. Simple as that. And I hope Newcastle fans will agree with us.
Yeah, I can't blame you on that. You know. Hey, Lookman, yeah, nice to see you, mate. We will catch up, mate. We'll catch up. It's like sort of, you know, going to another school and meeting up with all your old friends. Look, there's nothing like winning. I mean, if you said to me 10 seasons ago, look, you're going to get promoted, you'll have one of the best seasons in a silly way because you'll have the great escape you can imagine, because we were bottom longer than any other team ever was and still survive. You'll then go on to win the Premier League. You'll get to 2 Europa League seasons. You'll get to the semi-final of a European Cup. You'll win the FA Cup, but then you'll get relegated. Would you take that? Too bloody true, I would. And I'd even take the relegation at the end, because of the 10 years that we've been through. It has been
probably the relegation will hurt us, after doing all that. Then you have to ask the question, what's gone wrong? Why have we got relegated? It's got to be an investigation on that. But I see what you're trying to say, Chris. I see what you're trying to say.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we got we should not have got relegated, but it's like these days, look, we've got owners. We've got owners that got money. We'll never go bankrupt because they've got the money. Yes, and look, we've got this PSR against us. And look, if we're guilty, we're guilty. I'm not gonna start crying, because at the end of the day, if we get a points deduction, hopefully it'll happen at the start of the season. So we've got the whole season to try and claw that back. Nottingham Forest and Everton didn't have that, and well done to both of them. They still might. I think it's ridiculous that the league is decided on points being deducted rather than points being won on the pitch. But hey-ho, that's the game these days.
Yeah.
But you know, we tried to mix it with the big boys, like you are at the moment. We were able to sell Tielemans, and he went on for nothing. If we sold Tielemans, I don't think we'd have been in this trouble if we got 40-50 million for him. But we couldn't sell him. He wouldn't sign a contract to get us, so we got some money. He walked out for nothing. You don't, as a club, when Newcastle owners sit down and say, right, let's have a look at the budget for 24-25, they're not going to cost in that you might get relegated. There's no way that you would say that Newcastle will get relegated. Well, that was what Leicester was saying. We know we've just finished 5th twice, then we finished 8th. We weren't even thinking relegation. So you don't cost it in. You cost the fact that we were going to go for Europe again. Because we didn't go for Europe and we got relegated, we fell foul of PSR. or FFP or PPI, whatever the bloody call it these days.
Yeah, FFP, PSR.
Yeah, that's the thing. We tried to live. We flew too close to the sun. That's basically what it was. We tried to compete with the big boys. We couldn't. And trying to do that, it all went a bit. There's other factors as well. Brendan was there too long, and etc. etc. But but if like I say, sometimes you need to take it. You know, when you went down last time, you went down, but you came back up again under Rafa, didn't you?
We did.
But it gave him a chance to rebuild and almost sort of start again and have a reset. And sometimes you need that.
I agree. I mean, maybe a season out of the Championship would do us a world of good, which it did. And we won the title in the Championship on the last day of the season, thanks to Villa's equaliser against Brighton. Yeah, hadn't been that, Brighton would have won the title. But at the end of the day, big up to you, man. But Chris, can you hear us okay, mate?
I can hear you. Right. I can see you, but you're not moving.
Right. Well, dog, come out. You just talk about Newcastle United, right, about this season to the viewers, yeah? And I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Hello, welcome to Leicester Tie Dye TV. How are you doing? Can I say, any Newcastle fans that are watching, and I presume there's a lot of you, get over to LTID TV 1, LTID TV 1, and give us a subscribe and a like. We welcome fans from everywhere. As I was saying to John earlier, I like Newcastle. I don't like the fact that we have to sit right back up at the back of the thing. I get a nosebleed going up to. Well, I've never been, but looking at it, I don't like height, so I don't think I can go. But look, I like Newcastle as a club. I thought it was great when you got new owners. Did it bother me where that money came from? No, because I tell you what, if that happened to Leicester, I wouldn't have given a shit. As long as we got the money, it's great that you're trying to beat that, get into the top 6, and if you finish 7th, you won 18, lost 14 games, chance of Europe again, and you've got to say, any team, it takes time. And what I like about your owners is they've not come in and said, right, we've got all this money now, we're going to be top, we're going to win this, we're going to knock that, blah blah blah. It doesn't work like that. Man United tried it for years pre-Ferguson, just throwing money at it, won the odd cup here and there. But Newcastle, you're doing it the right way. It's a slow building process, and I've got a lot of time for Newcastle. You finished above Man United, mind you. A lot of teams did this season. No disrespect, but it's strange. And he's back. He's back.
Thank you, man.
Welcome back to Leicester Till I Die TV, John.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you, man. I'm just going to miss a few comments. I'm going to go through the comments as well. Please smash the likes up, people, as well, if you're new. And it'll be absolutely fantastic. I've got 28 people watching as well, combined both channels. 400 odd people watching it on X platform as well. So please smash the likes up if you can. X viewers, if you're watching this, come on to YouTube. Leave a comment that way. Leave the X platform, come on to the YouTube and type me in and then leave a comment that way. Thank you. So sad because you all knew, and even Brendan knew, how good he was going to be. But we wasted our money on other players. That's a Bookline. Big up to Bookline, by the way. Hope you're well. 7 out of 10. And that's my channel there, Leicester fans, or anyone who's new to the channel, like what you watch. It's John Sinclair TV. I'm 35 away from getting 7,600. Thank you very much indeed for that, guys. And welcome to JSTV. Southgate to Chelsea or Man United? Yeah, that's the case. What's the crack, Del Boy? How you doing, the guy?
Hey.
He's a tetter out all day long, this guy. He's a tetter out, yeah? He is a tetter out.
I had noticed that. You can't avoid that, can you?
We'll see.
Gotta love a bit of Del Boy.
Yeah, exactly. I love Del Boy the bits, man. He's the one to come on my channel. I did a watch along one year, and he said that we have to get rid of Eddie Howe and get Diego Simeone in. And I said to him, I don't know that's going to happen anytime soon. He'll just join the club, but maybe in the future, you never know. And rather have Stormseed and Singer as a manager known better than Taylor Swift. Wow.
I'm sorry. I think Taylor Swift's a bit nicer to look at than Stormzy, from my point of view, anyway. Leeds,
Exactly.
how you doing? I've got to say to the Leeds fans, it's been an interesting season with Leeds fans. We had, because of course we were top for so long, and not every Leeds fan, and every club has the plonkers. Leicester, we have our own set of plonkers as well. But Leeds fans were all over my channel when they went top for a couple of weeks because of the international break. They went top because they had one better goal difference than us. And they were all giving it they were coming onto my channel and going onto the comments afterwards saying, oh, Leicester are rubbish and we're the best team, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as they started losing, they just never saw them again. But I want Southampton to win because they're only down the road from me, so I can go and watch Leicester play Southampton. But whoever goes up, Leeds had a better start to the season than they did. They had a bad start to the season. If Leeds had a better start to the season, I think they would have been top and we would have been second.
I agree. And if Leeds don't go up, please give Daniel Farke another chance for you. Don't sack him because he's done a fantastic job at that football club. It really, really.
If you don't go up, can we have Somerville, please?
Maybe on loan. Which right winger do you think Newcastle will sign? I tell you what, right? Federico Chiesa will be for one. Yeah, I mean, according to Lee at NFTV, Lee Lawyer, big up to Lee, by the way. Follow him on Newcastle Fans TV. Also follow him to his channel as well, Newcastle Fans TV. And let's be real, right? Oh, I think I missed Mama Floss's comment. Big up to Mama Floss in the room, by the way. Hope you're well. I have missed you. I do apologise. According to Big Almiron's agent, he's currently said that he feels comfortable at Newcastle. Well, I tell you what, we can't get rid of all 10 players, unfortunately, because at the end of the day, he's going to stay. But at the end of the day, get a new right winger in because he needs competition, and he ain't got competition. Let's be honest about that.
That was the thing with Barnes last season at Leicester.
Yeah,
he didn't have the competition, Yeah,
that's the thing, right? I mean, I put Gordon on the left, Barnes on the right, and then up front it'll be Isak. But Eddie's still going to pick. He's going to pick Miggy. That is the thing. That is the thing. And I'm fair to say he's often out this season. I like Miggy. Let's judge us a footballer, but he's not going to take us where we want to be. It's like Martinelli, right? Lee Gunner said he wants him gone, because he has to deliver out the season. That is the thing, So I can't really put Miggy and Martin in the same breath. Martinelli.
Can I just say to Del Boy 2 words? Arteta in. Go on.
Oh, Joe. Also coming in for Bruno. No, you are not having him. I'll swap for Eddie Nketiah. Get away. Get out, man. I'll get on me channel soon, Del Boy. I'll get on me channel. Yeah, we've got to have a chat about that, my guy. Yeah. Hope that not Jimmy Vardy. If Kim McKenna goes, hope we get Rob Edison Luton. I think Rob Edison do well if he does come over. Chris, congratulations on coming straight back into the Premier League.
Cheers,
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Little. And big up to Leicester. You're in the conference, John. Man, you ain't winning the FA Cup. Listen, football is a mugs game. It's a mugs game.
I never thought I would say this, and I had a Man United fan on my channel earlier when I was doing the Enzo show, and I never thought I would say this, but I really want Man United to win the FA Cup, simply because I'm fucking fed up with Man City. I've had them up to here.
Wow. Keep that one quiet, man. But I hope City win to get us your confidence as well. Big up to Mother Flossie again. Hiya, how are you? That's me lovely Mod. I love her to bits. And I tell you what, she is fantastic.
Hiya, Mama.
She is so cool and so efficient. Big up, Mama. Hope you're well. I think if Newcastle get your conference, they can win it, and that would be a great stepping stone for the club to win more silverware.
You know what? People knocked the conference when it started, but it's a cup. It's a cup competition. West Ham fans weren't upset to win it. It's a competition. So if you win it, it's a winner.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Spot on. Absolutely right. And look, we just got to deal with it, man. Stormzy's better than football than Taylor Swift as manager. But is a United supporter? Yes, he is indeed. Thank you for that, Emma. I hope you're well, Peacock. Yes, thanks for the sub as well, Rabbit Man 39. I really appreciate it with the bottom of my heart, my guy. Thank you so much indeed for that. Delboy got us. Sorry, Bruno's going nowhere, but you can have Henrik or Richie for sale. Yes, fat. Big up to Miss Melina. Hi to you.
Hi,
and hope you're well. She's a big gooner. She's a big Arsenal fan. And if you want to come on my channel, Miss Melina, I'd love to come on my channel as well. And we could talk about our teams as well. Hopefully one day next week, if you are free. Yay. 8 out of 10 sessions for me. Thank you, Em. I remember the days of Bobby Monk. Listen, I tell you what, he was really good. Don't forget, he's the first cup winning captain, this guy.
Nah.
And big up to Alan, Mama. Hi to Mr. Stevenson. Hope you're well.
How you doing, mate?
Big Leicester fan as well, I believe. What a player Bobby he was. I tell you what, right? Let's be real, right? He knew how to play football, and he's a fantastic baller. Play the ball from the back as well. If Kieran leaves Ipswich, I would like to see Rob Luton to replace him. Thank you, Emma. Again, Newcastle had a good team in the 70s. Yeah, they did actually. Malcolm McDonald and John Tudor as well. They have some great players as well. And let's be honest, Newcastle did get to the FA Cup final 74 and League Cup 76. We lost it both. We lost it both times. And everyone's talking about Liverpool, Newcastle back in the 70s, man. Wow. Newcastle played City in 76 and lost. And big up to, let's go for this one. Just end up next season will be good for us. Yep. Yeah. And Chris, question from Alan. Do you think the Prem is corrupt?
Yes. I think it is. I just think the whole system, and I understand why they do it, because they favour Man United, Man City, the so-called Big Six. They favour them, and I get it, because if they're going to sell the Premier League, but this gets me, but if they're going to sell the Premier League abroad, more people are going to watch Man United play Manchester City than Leicester v Nottingham Forest. Of course they are. The bigger clubs. They're more well-known worldwide. We're getting there. We're big in Thailand, obviously, because we've got our owners from there. But they're the huge clubs. But I don't give a shit if somebody in Japan watches the football. It should be about the fans in this country. People can watch football cheaper in America. They can watch it for free at 3 o'clock kickoffs. We can't watch it over here. And it's not. They wrap this package up that is the Premier League, and it looks very nice, all bows and ribbons and bells and everything and dancing girls, but it's not football anymore. It's not. VAR. It's shit. It's crap. It's rubbish. That was the thing about being back in the Championship. You scored a goal. You looked at the linesman. His flag didn't go up. You celebrated. Because that's what football is about. None of this waiting for 10 minutes to decide whether this line crossed that line, or you could play noughts and cross. No, it is. It's not necessarily corrupt in that way, but I think it's corrupt in the way they're trying to run it. It's not for the fans anymore. It's not, and it should be for the fans. All this sort of thing about. When during COVID, we missed the fans, and wasn't it good to get the fans back? What bollocks! Because as soon as the fans came back, they started shitting on us again. I did a program, and it's on my channel, LTID TV, and I was on Talk TV on Sunday.
Yeah, I've seen it on Talk TV, by the way.
Yeah, and they had Rick Parry on, who obviously runs the EFL now, and he was coming on, and he was giving it this and all about the Premier League. He was the guy that helped set the Premier League up. And he's saying he's the one that sold our soul for a couple of million to Sky. And don't get me wrong, Sky have got a great package, but it's absolutely stupid what we're paying. And I got so annoyed. I really lost it when I went on the channel. But it's not about the fans anymore, and it should be. It should be. I want to go, and if I want to go and watch, look, VAR worked for us in the cup final. Chilwell's goal would have stood had it not been for VAR. We'd have gone to extra time and we'd have probably lost because we were struggling towards the end. But I said to somebody once, I said, I'd love not having VAR
Mm.
It balances out during the season. The referee makes a mistake; it's an honest mistake, and you get on. You get on with it. And he turned around to me and he said, "Yeah, but the VAR balance."
Oh, Chris, I think you crashed me
up over the season. I said, but
Sorry.
it shouldn't. Have I? No. VAR should be perfect. It shouldn't even up over the season.
Yeah.
Am I working okay?
Yeah, you're fine, mate. Go on.
So yeah, in a way, I do think it is corrupt. Yes.
Yeah. The thing is, right? I mean, you just touched on there about the package as well. You can see you get a Premier League for free, right? In America and Canada, right? You watch it for free every single week, every game. Yeah. In Canada, they got their own like channels, so you can watch it for free. In this country, right? The trouble with this country, the UK, is money, money, money. It's money orientated. It's pure greed. We pay for more, and we pay for more, and we pay for more. We want more. Excuse me. You go to the pubs, right? They charge a good few £100 a month in pubs and that. We are absolutely getting ripped off every single time. And I'm telling you what, Chris, one of these days, I'm telling you now, right? They have their own football channels, yeah, where they can pay monthly. And that's what's going to happen, yeah? If they can't afford to go to matches, that's what's going to happen. Then it probably pays like £7, £8 per game. And I think that should be the way to go. Not fleecing people out. Sky, you charge you over £100 a month. It's just an absolute disgrace, people. It really is.
I can remember when Now TV first started out, they used to charge a tenner, and it was 24 hours of any Sky channel that you wanted. And now you pay more than that for a ticket. So you're quite happy to pay. Now it's something like 20 odd quid, and you only get certain channels. It's a rip-off. It's all very well the fact that, yes, they've put this nice package together, and they've sold it to Canada, and they've sold it to America. I know Melina's in, and I'm sorry, Melina, but I don't give a fucking shit about them. It's about fans in this country. It should be packaged for us, not for them. And if they still want to watch it, brilliant, fine. But why can somebody in Canada watch the game free when I can't? And I know, I've got to be honest with you, this year, right?
It's in this country, though. We're getting ripped off every single time. That is the thing. I'm not being funny, right? But at the end of the day, they get it free, but they're miles away. Yeah? Here, they charge us what? £100 a month for subscription, right? It's absolutely ridiculous, man.
And the thing is,
carry on.
The thing is as well, John, no, good point. The thing is as well is you've got to sign up for Sky. You've now got to sign up for TNT, as it now was BT. You've got Amazon. How many different channels have you got? FA Cup, BBC have still got it, but ITV have lost it. It has all gone over to TNT. That's more money you've got to pay. And when they show these games, they will show if Man United draw Chelsea in the 5th round, that's the game they'll show. They won't show Maidstone versus Stockport or something. So it's just absolutely. Sorry, I'm on my soapbox, but I get so annoyed about this. This season in the EFL, there's a thing called iFollow, right? And what you could do is you could watch your team as a Leicester fan in Australia. If the game's not on Sky or TNT, whatever, you could pay, I think it was a tenner, and you could watch that game in Australia or somewhere like that, anywhere in the world, but not in this country. You could listen to it, but you couldn't watch it. That's just...
Chill. Facts. You're absolutely right. It's facts. This one there for forever Fox saying football isn't a sport nowadays. It's a business. Fact. Absolute fact. During the day, right? I can remember years ago, you could watch it on TV, you can watch it for free. Now, you just mentioned that, TNT, you mentioned Amazon, also online as well. People watch these dodgy channels now, and they do it for free. One of these days,
you
right?
Can't blame them.
Exactly. You can't blame them. It's just greed. They must know this.
Well, they're trying to shut them all down, aren't they? But
it's not going to work, though, Chris. It's not going to work. They've been doing that for years and years and years. It ain't going to work. They do that. People aim to do a watch along. Watch along is going to be a thing in the past. If they do that, they need to think very, very carefully. So this is why I've always said, if I was a millionaire, I'd live in Europe. I live in either Italy, or I'd be happy living in Turkey, man, for the sun. I'd do a full-time YouTuber in Turkey. Bosh. Newcastle and Leicester should start their own TV coverage of live games. I think that's exactly what you're talking about. Not just Newcastle and Leicester, but other clubs as well. I think you should get a subscription. Then I think you should have that just watching the game. Simple as that. But again, that's another time. Let's talk about a bit of Newcastle, man. Lloyd Kelly could be on his way to Newcastle on a free buy. And how do you rate Lloyd Kelly? Obviously, you watched him in the Championship, whether it was a Bournemouth or no, in the Premier League. Free signing Lloyd Kelly, for me, he's injury prone, but he's a big unit. I can qualify. I've seen Lloyd Kelly, right? Yes, he's a big unit, yeah. And I think when he does play, I think he's a decent player. He's a decent enough player. Honest player, not world class, but honest player.
You need that sort of player at your club, but are the Newcastle of now past that? Have you moved on from needing those sort of players?
Well, the thing is, though, Eddie wants him. Eddie Howe wants him. He also wants Tosin, Adara Elbow as well. He wants them both, right? Both on a free signing. Yeah. He also wants a goalkeeper called.
We've got a couple you can have.
Nah, we're all right. It'd be nice though, but that's
a couple of goalkeepers. We can, we've got 5. We can let you have a couple. Again, if the manager wants a player, back him, get that player in, because that manager knows what he needs. There's no point in just going out and buying players just for the sake of it. That's what United used to do before Ferguson. Eddie Howe knows the style of play he wants. He knows the formation he wants. So if some player, if Messi is available, but Messi doesn't fit into his style, don't buy him. But if somebody is available that Eddie Howe will know the players he wants, then yeah, I agree, go and get him.
Yeah, facts. It's all about systems, whether it fits in or not. Don't buy for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? I think Lloyd Kelly, if you're going to play Lloyd Kelly, for me, I think he'd be centre back, because I think he's a big unit and I think he'd do a job there. I don't want to see a centre back playing a left back
in the FA Cup. And although Enzo said, look, don't judge the game against Bournemouth about how we will do if we get in the Premier League, but I did, because I think it's the sort of team that we should be beating. Danny Ward, indeed. That will pay you to take him. But
Danny Ward's available.
Bournemouth have had a good season, so you can't look at that and say, well, their players are a little bit, anything wrong. I mean, Bournemouth, it's their best finish ever. What did they finish on? 48 points. So well done to them. And Eddie Howe, was he at Bournemouth when Eddie Howe was at Bournemouth?
I think he was, actually. I think he was. Wasn't that long though, but couple of years, then he moved on. But Lloyd Kelly joined from Bristol City for 30 million quid. A mate of mine, right, I used to work with, name is Craig. He said that he wasn't worth 13 mil. He's only worth $1 million. Bournemouth paid 13 million for this guy. So they must have seen some good stuff in him. And he's a decent. He works hard. I mean, he loves to defend. When he was a left back, he loves going forward as well. But for me, it has to be a centre back. I can't have Lloyd Kelly playing a left back. I just cannot. We need speedy left backs. That's what we need. But
you and
I'll go to back this guy. I've got to back him. I've got to back this guy and see how he does. And
I mean, we've got Vestergaard at the back, who did nothing. I mean, I don't know why Brendan bought him, because he just wasn't Brendan's sort of player. He's come into his own this season, but he's so slow. You need that space, pace. I mean, at the back in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what we need. But we need cover as well, because Botman's going to be out until at least January. Lascelles going to be out until January as well. Both out for 9-month ACLs. Unbelievable. Botman played with an injury and then realised that he's going to be out for nearly a year. Flipping heck. What's going on with the medical staff, man? They need tapping in the investigator big time, man, because I tell you what, they're absolutely useless on medicals, man. But then again, Eddie needs to take the part of it as well, because you should never play injured players. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that.
No.
I mean, if you look at players who's got terrible injury records, like, I mean, Callum Wilson's one of them, right?
41 separate injuries, third in the league you were last year.
Shocking, absolutely shocking. That needs investigating. If you're not going to play, if you're not fit, do not do it. Simple as that. Do not.
Although you can, sometimes we had this problem under Brendan and in the season before he left, that we had a load of injuries, and because you have so many injuries, players when they come back, apparently they call it, I think they call it the red zone. It's where you're fit, but you're not really yet match fit. But you're picking those players because you haven't got anybody else that's fit. And that's the problem. So if you've got a lot of injuries, you're rushing players back, not because you want to, because you have to, because you've got nobody else for those roles.
Yeah, I totally agree. But the thing is, right, I mean, we should be, I mean, people are saying that's the way Eddie's playing with the pressing game and keep training, overtraining, etc. Could have been a part of it, though. Too much running, too much hard graft. I'm not so sure.
It can be. With us, they always just say it was Brendan's training. He was training too hard because he had so many injuries that were caused at the training ground, not in the matches.
Yeah, I agree. But it could be anything. Could be anything. You got to trust the players. You got to listen to the players.
Yeah.
And I honestly think something needs to be done about it. I mean, I'm not getting enough viewers. Like, help us out, please. I've got a lot on X watchers. If you're watching on X, please come on to YouTube. Yeah. And subscribe to the channel, and then you leave your comments in that way. Thank you very much. What do you think about Basel interested in Perez? Is that a Yotzi Perez? Because I tell you what, if it's a Yotzi Perez, then that would be unbelievable, man. That would be unbelievable. Look at Joselu, man. Joselu, 2 seasons in Newcastle, right? Goes to Real Madrid, wins the champion, going to win the Champions League. He scored twice, turned the game on his head. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Big up to Geordies, by the way. How really glad to see you, my guy. I hope you're good. And Ramsdale is getting closer, mates, to Newcastle. Well, I watched another channel, right? Arsenal History and More. Do follow that channel, by the way. Jez, amazing. And he's rated at 15 million quid, between 15 and 20 million quid, right? The trouble is, though, I'm not sure if I take him. They're going to get him a dash of Feely anyway. I don't think they'll get Ramsdale. Yeah,
I think he's a good goalkeeper. I think he's had been very unlucky the way he's lost his place at Arsenal. I think he's a good goalkeeper.
He is. He played well from the back as well. But is he better than Nick? Is he better than Nick Pope? Is he going to play second fiddle to Nick Pope? I'm not so sure. I'm not really so sure about that at all. So, but this is the thing, right? If transfer window, this is why I'm going to keep calling on the transfer fund. I'm doing the transfer show, but we never ever say he's going to come to us. But we'll see. We had a load of injuries. Yes, you did. Alan said, I heard we were looking at Bone or West Ham. For me, I'd rather have Olise if it's on Biggie. Alan, I heard that as well. He's got 6 years left on his contract. West Ham's going to demand well over 100 million for this guy. Yeah, well over 100 million. Yeah,
he's a good player, though. He's a good player.
He's a good player, Bone. He's a really good player. Showing off his guns. Listen, I've still got to lose another storm yet. I mean, I'm doing well because I've lost 14, 12 more than weight. I was 15 years, so I've lost 10 pounds. So I've got to get out of 14 storm before I go to.
I lost £5 the other week, but then again, I went and put 7 back on, so it doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah, man. You're looking well, man. You're looking well, guys. If you like what you watch, make sure you smash the likes. Yeah, whether you come in or when you're leaving. Yeah, smash that likes. Yeah, super chats are opened as well. I'm not asking for anything. If you think the channel's worth it, the super chats are open as well. That would be help. And if you'd like to become a member, the link is on top of the chat and it's just 99p. So do consider becoming a member. Thank you very much indeed. John Shaloff's guns. Wow, not much. Darwin Calvert-Lewin as well. Let me just be clear on Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, he's a good player, but I wouldn't have him. He's too injury prone, right? I'd rather take Milik from Juventus as well, if he's available for me. But we do not want to get players who's got a poor injury record, yeah? It could be another Callum Wilson. That is the thing, yeah? I'd rather get a player that is not having a poor injury record. Calvert-Lewin, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have him. I wouldn't have him. No way. Sorry. Thank you. It's not Hosselu, it's Hossie the Giant. Yep. And he's turned the game on his head. Box calls. I like that. I like that. I like that. I was trying to notice an Asta. Bless Alan. I hope you find it, Mr. Little. I hope you find it. I wouldn't have Calvert-Lewin. Wow, I wouldn't have him neither. I wouldn't either. I'm not being funny, right? But I said it's injury prone and his injury record's not good. We got to buy players with not getting too much injuries. Calvert-Lewin, I'm sorry, gets it. I've got Everton fans follows me channel. Yeah, I'm speaking the truth. I wouldn't have it, but still. So yeah, I mean, so Maresca. I mean, look, he's coming. He's done a good job for you. He's playing football the right way, right? Can you tell the players who should be looking for next season, Chris?
It's funny because again, we were talking about this ourselves. We're going to lose a lot of players because we've got a lot of players that are out of contract. So Iheanacho's out of contract. I don't think he'll be offered a new contract. Or Brighton's already left. We know he's not going to be offered a new contract. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall might have to go depending on the PSR situation. So, he's our most sellable asset. Harry Winks, we need to keep hold. The problem is Jamie Vardy was the most highly paid player in the Championship last season. That's the problem. What are you saying? Well, you kept a whole lot of your players that came down. We did, but they had huge wage bills. Who should we be looking at? Look, we want another striker, I think, because Daka's not going to perform in the Premier League. He couldn't perform in the Championship. Exactly great. I was coming on to that. We played Blackburn last game of the season, and I said that I wished it was a Home Alone situation where they could leave him behind in the dressing room and then we could just put one of our shirts on him. I mean, the guy got 2 against us on the last day. Amazing. He's not the youngest, he's mid-late 20s, but what a player he is. I would have him at the drop of a hat. A couple of Leeds players I would have if they don't come up. I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not because I don't know enough about Leeds, but if they don't go up, they might have to have a fire sale because of, again, PSR. So there's a couple. The problem is that we are now playing in a different market because, the players that we're looking at, we couldn't compete with some of the, Premier League clubs. Like, I'd love to have Somerville at my club, but the bigger teams than us. Exactly. If it comes within Newcastle and Leicester, where's he going to choose? Come on, he's going to choose Newcastle, isn't he? Who could probably offer him more? Newcastle, because of not because you've got rich owners, but because of PSR and your fan base, etc. We also need a centre back. A couple of, Vestergaard is good. He's fantastic. Wow, what a player he suddenly did. We discovered he can put a ball from one end of the pitch to the other and land it on a 50p piece. Problem is, I can run faster than him, and I'm 63 and about just short of 17 stone. The guy runs like he runs through mud, and and I think you said you need speed. You need it when you've got to have a centre back that's got speed. We've got Cody. Again, he hasn't got the speed, but he's got the brains. He's got the experience. He's got the experienced head on his shoulders. But we need a fast centre back. Whether that could be Justin moved in, I don't know. But I'm possibly another a midfielder if indeed he goes.
Yeah, he's on a fee, and he's on a fee by Ndidi. And I'll tell you what, though, I'll take Ndidi all day long and replace 36.
He's been reborn, as a lot of players have under Enzo. A lot of players that we thought, like, well, they're not as good as they had been. Enzo, they were reborn. And Ian's point there, yes, we are. We got 80 million for Barnes and Maddison between them. They were worth possibly more. You got a good deal. Tottenham got a good deal. But what we got, we sold them quickly. We said, right, we can hold out for more, possibly. We might have got another 10 million each for them. But we wanted them to go quickly because we wanted the money to come in and then we can go and bring new players in.
Yeah.
We have, but it was the season before that when we hadn't budgeted to get relegated. So Jamie Vardy was he was the most highly paid player in the Championship. £190,000 a week. He's on.
Heck.
Harry Winks, 180,000 a week.
Is he on 180k a week at Leicester now?
I believe so, yes.
180k in the Championship? Really?
But, you've got to remember two things, in fairness. We only got him for 10 million. He is worth a lot more. He has been our signing of the season. I think he's been the signing of the season for the Championship.
Yeah.
He was my player of the season. That guy has earned every penny. If we'd paid 40 or 50 million for him, we couldn't have afforded to pay that.
No.
But getting him for 10 million means you can spend more on the wages. So, we'd got the two most expensive players in the Championship. And that's why we were paying players that were useless, to be honest with you. But we were paying them lots of money because we were having to sort of get players in to
you got John Beatty.
To get to try and sort of compete for the Champions League. So we had to pay those sorts of wages, and then it was those players that got us relegated. And then players didn't say, "Well, we should sell them." It's fine saying let's sell them, but who's going to buy them when they're on ridiculous wages?
Yeah,
but in fairness, Jamie Vardy worth every penny. It is great, but you've got to compete. How well would we have done this season? I mean, we say it every season, don't we? Oh, Jamie Vardy, this will be his last season. He'll be the super sub. You write him off at your peril. You really do. Hopefully, we're going to keep him for another season in the Premier League. He will still terrorise defences in that, even he's going to be, 38 or something?
Yeah.
Harry Winks, without those two players, I could probably say we wouldn't have got promoted.
Yeah, or Dewsbury Hall as well.
Yeah, so and Dewsbury Hall, in fairness, he's not on quite as much as those two because he's come through the system. But yeah, so in my mind, they are on a lot of money, but they proved their worth. Had we not gone up, who knows what would have happened? But yeah, you have to sort of take that gamble sometimes. But yeah, that's why we're struggling. But if you don't do that, if you don't pay those sort of wages, you're paying for the dream. You're paying to want to compete with the big boys, and you get punished when it doesn't come off. And that's the thing.
And this is why the Premier League don't want they look after the big six, and they don't want the 14 other clubs upsetting the big six. That is the thing. Do you know what I mean? It's a closed shop, and this is why
the Premier League's not the world. With this PSR, why are they bringing in now? It's not going to be a points deduction. It's going to be a fine.
No, it'd be a points deduction as well with the PSR. It's because they did not want the big six. When Newcastle had to take over, right? They brought this in to stop clubs like us use Villa, Brighton, West Ham, and spending millions to upset the big six. Well, I'm sorry, Aston Villa's done it this season. They upset the apple cart. Good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at my teams. I'm telling you what, the Premier League now are crying because Chelsea, United haven't made the Champions League. They're crying now. And Newcastle's not going to be left alone either. But I'll tell you something now. I hope one day Newcastle wins a title. And then the Premier League will have to expect us. It's as simple as that.
I said when you got bought, I don't know if you remember, I said, do me a favour, go and make that big six a big seven.
Yeah. And Premier League don't want that. They don't want us to compete at all whatsoever. I tell you what, we could spend 250 mil in the summer, and then they'll probably charge us for it and throw the book. I tell you what, someone said to us, if you win the title and then you get points deduction, they'll take it. I tell you what, so would I. Because you know why? Because we got a title. We got a trophy. Facts. Yeah. Chris, if your team wanted Chris, how much would the owners pay for him?
I said this is what the thing is. It's until we know what's happening with PSR, we've got to work. We've got to say, well, I don't know who we can buy. Who can we afford to buy? What can we afford to do? Do you know what I mean? The owners may look at it like you've just said, then, John. the owners may look at it and go, do you know what? All right, we're going to get docked 6 points. Sod it. If it means we can keep hold of our players and stay in the Premier League, it's worth taking that hit, and we've got the whole season. Well, you've got to be looking at, well, you see, I mean, we probably couldn't go over 40, even in our good days.
Okay.
You're going to get more for him than 40 million. You're going to get teams that pay more for Somerville than 40 million. So we couldn't afford him. As much as I'd love to have him, we could not afford him. And if you go up, I say, good luck to you as much as Southampton. If you go up, you'll want to keep him anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And you got to keep your best players as well. And I hope you keep all your best players, because I think you've got good players there as well. And go through the comments as well before we wrap up the show pretty soon. Son Harry has been a brilliant signing. Because of him, we're back in the Premier League. Harry Winks, by the way. Big up, Paul. Thanks a lot, man. Scrap the Prem and start a new one. Alan, I've got to agree with you. Hopefully, John, you win the Prem. And like us, you can say you haven't brought the league. Exactly. PSR is essentially match fixing and a protectionist scheme for the top 6. One of these days, there's going to be a court case, right? Because clubs are going to be sick of it. The Premier League, under Richard Masters, are disgrace, right? Something needs to happen soon.
Well,
because you're stopping trade there.
That's what Top's trying to do with Leicester. He's taking the Premier League and the EFL to court.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to happen soon. And Leicester's going to take the EFL to court as well. And the Premier League to court. And I'll tell you something now, right? If Leicester wins that, I'll tell you something. It'd be embarrassing for the Premier League.
What are your thoughts on the Wolves? Because I'm backing Wolves with this VAR, scrapping VAR.
I agree. I mean, the thing is, they're not going to scrap the whole thing. They're going to keep it for important cases like the offsides and et cetera. Do you know what I mean? Moving for the pen, they're going to use it just for the offsides only, basically. That's what I've heard. But for me, VAR is not working at all. Just scrap it. Just scrap the whole thing, man. It ain't working in this country.
I'm
waste of time.
Totally behind Wolves with that, yeah.
Waste of time. Feeling is that summer leaves irrespectively of promotion or not. So basically, if Leeds goes up, Somerville could be on his way, possibly to Liverpool. I hope you keep him. I think he's a really exciting player. Yeah. He's a top player as well. And he is chatting to Jobs as well. And let's go into this one. Chris, take Lascelles if you need a centre-back, even on the season-long loan. And a camera level lies, unfortunately, people do. It's sad, isn't it? VAR has destroyed the game. I think you all know
that. Are you like us, Peacock? Have you had a great season with no VAR this season?
I tell you what, I would enjoy it as well, man. I would really enjoy it. Because you don't want VAR in the game anymore, because you know what it is, right? It kills the game. Like the one at PSG, where we played PSG, that was never handball for Livermendel. Never handball, man. Excuse me. I mean, that was ball to hand. I tell you what, that killed our Champions League hopes, by the way. It really did.
They need people. I've been screaming for this for ages. You have one VAR person, not a VAR, an assistant VAR, and a third VAR to wipe their arse when they go to the toilet. You have one guy doing the VAR. If he takes more than a minute, then scrap it, because it's not clear and obvious. You've got a minute to decide. If you can't make your mind up in a minute, then forget it and move on with the game.
Exactly. For those been to Australia for the games in Newcastle and Tottenham and going for the All-Star games as well, big up to you, man, people. Hope you enjoy Australia. Aussie Mags as well. If you're watching the show, Aussie Mags, big up to you. Hope you enjoyed the match yesterday.
I'm in Australia in September. See you there, guys.
Cool stuff. How long are you going to Australia for?
2.5 weeks.
Nice. I'll go to Japan in end of July for 10 nights, and I'll go to 2 matches as well in Newcastle. So I'll be in the land of the rising sun.
Hey,
can't wait. And then you got all these people, all these trolls, and all these keyboard warriors, and having a go at us and saying that I'm a fake fan. Get stuff. Get in the bin. Don't flip and lot of them.
I hate that phrase, plastic fans. I hate it. Absolutely. No, if you're a fan, you're a fan. It's as simple as that.
Fact. And if it's your first time to the game, It's your first time to the game. Big up on you, man. Big up on you.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something now, right? People question us my support. Have I been to championship games? I mean, where was I? Blah, 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 right? I didn't answer the question sort of thing, yeah? And one of them in the train station, right? But he did apologise to us about a couple of weeks later because he was wrong, right? And apologies accepted, right? And he said it was wrong, he was out of order, and he felt embarrassed. You know, he was a big enough guy. He was a big enough guy to come up to us and say that. But some people, right, in the chat, right, I'm not going to mention the names here, but when I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a special show called a Mutant Show. I'm not going to call them out. I know who the names are. I'm going to call them out. I'm going to rip into them, Chris. I'm going to share stream it, right? They are being warned. They have been warned, yeah? And I'll tell you what, I'm going to rip in the piss. People say, John, don't do it. But I'm going to do it. End of story. But that's for another time. So help us get 10,000 subs, and I'll do that. Joe, I feel it's okay if you had people that knows exactly what they're doing, mate. Gary, yeah, I can see where you're coming from, man. Former footballers, man. Former footballers. Yeah, that's what we need. Big up to Gary, by the way. We will do follow Gary on Facebook as well. Gary Douglas, fantastic guy. So passionate Newcastle fan. VAR, yeah, another method to manipulate football matches. Just a decent part of referees and scrap VAR fact. And agreed with you, so Chris. And also, if that makes sense, if it's used in loads of sports very well, the problem is we have the equivalent of granddads trying to use an Xbox controller or an Xbox trying to use it. Ian, I love that. I love that.
That is a great analogy.
That is class, man. Yeah. That is class.
I think this Emma, she's not baby reindeer, is she? She's stalking you.
I know. Bless her. Bless her. She's good. She's good. Some folks think you have to live in a tent next to Shira's statue or you're not a fan. There are bellends. Facts, Jobs. Facts. And I'll tell you what as well, right? I'm not being funny, right? But I supported a club for well over 40 years, right? You supported Leicester well over 40, 50 years, right? If not longer, right?
Hey, yeah, I'm not that old.
Sorry, people. Chris is 21. Chris is 21, people. Yay! But you know what it is, right? Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, the thing is, right? I mean, you got younger fans today, entitled fans telling us what to do, right? Question our support, right? And one of these days, I'm going to have my day. I'm going to rip them apart. Simple as that, yeah?
So they think if you don't go, I mean, I got somebody to me once said, like, well, you know, you don't go to the games, you're not a supporter. And when you get on the bus at half an hour before the game, you get in, have a quick pint, go to the match. That's it for you for the week. We spend hours doing these channels. I live on the South Coast. When I had a season ticket, which I had for many years, it was an 8-hour return journey. You know, so I think these people that just go along once a week and think they're super fans, and they say, "Oh, where were you on a wet weekend at Yeovil when we were in League One?" I was still supporting the bloody club.
Yeah. And the thing is, so you don't have to answer to them. Yeah, you don't have to answer them. Just say to them, let's put it this way, I'll support Newcastle, right? A lot more years than you. What I'm going to do, right? I'm going to shut the trolls, right? And the keyboard wires one day, right? When I go to Japan, I'm going to send out a tweet, right? A picture of Japan. I'm going to tag the names in, right? Name and shame them and tell them where I'm at. And then they soon shut their soon effort then. Yeah. One fan said to us today, I'm losing respect. Yeah, and losing respect for where? Me being trolled. Get in the bin. Yeah. And like I say in Italian, Charlie now Justino. That means get in the bin. Right? People think I'm League Gunner. People think I'm League Gunner. Newcastle's League Gunner.
It's John, mate. It's John. You're outside his house.
I know. I tell you what, my favourite YouTuber is League Gunner. No doubt about it. Like him or not.
I've had him on. He's a good lad.
I tell you what, he speaks from the heart, he speaks the truth, and he speaks passion. That's why he doesn't care who to go with, yeah? If people ask how many players want to get rid of in Newcastle, I say 10 to 12 players, yeah? But you're not going to get rid of all of them because they've got homegrown quota. Can't do it. Can't get rid of them, unfortunately. It's sad, but that's factual. It is facts. And Emma says, big up the Peacock. Nice one to you, my guy. And we've got one here. Where do you think Liverpool will finish next season? They probably in transition. They're in transition. Yeah, I think Arne Slot will do a good job there. It's not going to be much. It's just a different manager with the same team. I think it's going to be. I think Liverpool's going to be tough to beat as well next season as well. But
I think Liverpool may suffer a bit of a hangover from Klopp. It happens with a lot of teams when a good manager's left. I like Klopp as a manager. I don't think he's one of the world's best managers. He's been 8.5 seasons at Liverpool, and he's won 8 trophies. Chelsea have won 6 in that time. We've won 3. He's a good manager, but he isn't this messiah that the Liverpool fans seem to accept mediocrity now. 8 trophies in 8 years. That's not good for a team with Liverpool's history. But I think whoever goes in, like when Moyes followed Ferguson, it's going to be hard for that. I'd sooner be the manager that follows the manager that follows Klopp.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, you got to get on this lot of time. I think you'd do all right. Okay, I think you do fine.
I think you'll get time at Liverpool. In fairness, I think they are one of the few teams that will.
Absolutely, totally agree. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, I think on this lot, we probably win the title for Mikel Arteta. I think Arteta should be sacked, in my opinion. I don't rate him at all whatsoever. We'll go for the comments as well before we wrap up the show. We're going to go real quick. And really think I read that. So big up the Key lad as well. I see you at most home games, supported boys like everybody else. Thank you, Key. Thank you very much. That is a proper fan there. Do you know what I mean? Respect, the love, the respect, and everything. Respect to you, man. Respect to you. Cuddly beats that. That's some chop. Get in the bin. Factual. Facts. A true fan supports that their teams. A true fan supports their team through the good and the bad times. I mean, a Leeds fan, and I've been since '74, so been through a lot. Trevor, big up to you, man. Yeah. And you know what? I've been through 2. I've been relegations as well, man, and it's painful, man. But I support the team through thick and thin. You know what I mean? And I kept my season ticket as well, by the way. Let's be real. And through European, always like Leeds. I tell you what, I think Leeds might do it on Sunday. I really do. But Southampton will push them all away. I live at Ashton, really. So you might be thinking of Devin Hansen. You know what? Let's go on to Liverpool relegation next season. You know, Alan, you gotta love Alan. He wanted Steve Bruce to be the next Liverpool manager. What's the next brand new manager to guess the TikTok? Yeah. Oh,
Steve Bruce. Can you imagine? Yeah. I mean, you went through the Steve Bruce years, so God love you guys. God love you.
Yeah. Oh, tell you what, though. Go back to the COVID years, the podcast, man. Oh my God, Tomb Review. Paul, my guy in the building, right? Oh, he's still got videos of him now. He was ripping them apart, left, right, and centre. Fat Lord. Saturdays aren't the same, right? Footy. Well, unfortunately, mate, you got the Euros, Copa America, and the PC's finally to come. It won't be long before the Premier League's back here. Then we got Fence to Seller and the big up the Barber Fear, by the way. Big up the Barber. Hope it's all good with you. What an end to our season, Barber. Give us 7 out of 10 season for me. Yes, he had a lot of injuries, but we bounced back. We just got to hope Man City do the biz on Saturday, the FA Cup. So big up the Barber. Do follow Barber Fear on Facebook as well. Never seen an Ashton. Wow, they all took this 2 in Ashton's, and you got a couple of Ashton fans as well, man. Wow. And Bruce, it's not a Brucey bonus for me. Do you know what I mean? And up the Lisa's Mags. Yes, up the Lisa's Mags. Yes. I mean, that's where I'm at as well. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but hey ho. Went to high before it was demolished, living fair meadows as jobs as well. And up the tune. And on that bombshell, we're going to wrap the show up there, by the way. It's been on long enough, but, you know what it is, right? I mean, it's nice to talk to different fans, right? Throughout the summer, to keep it going. And I'm going to do transferring shows as well, right? Whether it be live or recorded, don't know yet, but you never know. But, so what are you going to do over the summer? Are you still going to do your podcast over the summer? You got anything coming up?
Oh, well, I've literally got loads coming up. I'm doing a watch along for the playoff final on Sunday. I've got a quiz coming up on Monday night because it's bank holiday, so it's the bank holiday special. We've got a new podcast we do every Tuesday with the Bournemouth fan, Craig. Two fans down the pub. We come live from our local pub. Yeah. And we talk. It's called Two Fans Down the Pub, but subtitled "Chat Shit, Get Bored." And that's all we do is we just sit there for an hour and a half. We get pints of beer and cider in, and we just chat shit for an hour and a half. And it's brilliant. And then for the Euros, we're going to have things like the Really Bad Shirt Show, and we're also doing like group predictions. So yeah, we've got loads coming up during the summer. We have. In fact, I'll be glad when the season starts. It'll be quieter. And don't get 18th of June. 18th of June, everybody. Premier League fixtures are out.
Yes, I will do the content for that as well. Not to be a live show, but a content for that as well. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'll probably have to do it on a night time because I'll be at work that day. So it is what it is. And if we go for the comments as well, Leeds and Trev. Good luck to Leeds fans as well, Trevor. And also to Whites at LCFC, Peacock Whites as well. Good luck to you guys as well. I got my ticket for Sunday, but my missus is not happy. I just told her I'm going. But Trevor, you put your foot down, my guy. Good for you. Do not get controlled by lasses, yeah? You be the man. And you know what? You go. But then again, when you come back, get a bunch of flowers and chocolates and buy us something nice.
Yeah,
buy us something nice.
Yeah.
You know, I would try and make the playoff finals quiz to keep order.
He's a mod on my channel, so he's good. I'm going to say good luck to Leeds, good luck to Southampton, good luck to both of them. Whoever wins, look, they finished third and fourth, so they're the ones that should be in the final. In a normal season, both of those teams would have gone up with the points they got. It's just been an absolutely mad season in the Championship. Good luck to them both. I haven't got a horse in the race, so basically, to be honest with you, I'm going to sit back and enjoy it because they are very enjoyable, the playoffs, when you're not taking part in them.
Exactly, man. And show the back door. Hey, Trevor, keep that one quiet. She might be watching. She might even listen to you, man. Know what I mean? But yes, brilliant stuff. And
where does he live? I'll go around and keep a company for you, mate. What's your address?
Hey! Get in, man. Get in. Absolutely, Chris. Brilliant. So, Chris, where can we find you, man, on your podcast?
Basically, as it says there, LTID TV. You can find that on. If you type that in, it's LTID TV 1 on YouTube. There we go. The link is there. Thank you, Mama. It feels strange saying that, but thank you, Mama. And LTID TV, we're on TikTok. Now, if you like the shows, I do a lot of outtake clips where we go a little bit silly or things go wrong. Find those on TikTok. On Instagram, we do an On This Day channel. So all Leicester history, day by day. You'll just find us. Just search LTID TV.
Fantastic stuff. There's the link there, guys. The link's in the title as well. LT Leicester Die TV on Twitter. Also, Leicester Die TV as well on his YouTube channel as well. Chris' YouTube channel as well is fantastic. And he still owes us an intro one as well, which I'll be happy to pay for as well. If you do an intro for us, I'll be happy to pay for it, whatever it costs as well. Do that.
Remind me, I do. But having said that, your intro is very good that you've got at the moment.
Yeah, that's a countdown as well. So thank you very much for that. But I need a new one as well on BT, so that'd be amazing. So if I can do that, that'd be brilliant. And thanks so much indeed. The link's in the title. Also, Leicester Die TV. What a fantastic channel. Loving the bits as well. I pressed the wrong button then, didn't I? Gee whiz. So let's go back to the live comments as well. Let's go some more comments off for the close to shore. And let's chat to Drops. Do not put your address on there. Whatever you do, please, on the channel. Otherwise, people's going to find that as well. But I'll get one for it as well. And go for channel. Great crack. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, M. Thanks a lot indeed. Later, guys. The missus is called. You have a good evening, mate. Thank you very much.
She's a Forest fan, by the way. So well done to the missus.
Yes, and thanks for you, Mama, as well. Love you always. And do follow Mama Flossie on Instagram as well. So if you do that, then that'll be fantastic. She's very open. She's very happy to chat about football as well, and lovely dogs as well. And
I
she's
don't think you meant it quite like that, did you, John? Saying she's very open.
No, she's very open to the chat as well.
I'm with you.
Well.
Sorry, I'm with you.
And she's only young as well, so she's quite young. So she is brilliant. So Belt, thanks a lot, and thank you, Trev. You know what? It's what it is with this channel. Everyone respects each other. Absolutely. It's not a competition. It's doing good content. It's as simple as that. We're a team.
We're a team. Well. It's having a bit of banter. Doesn't get out of hand. Doesn't get silly.
Yep.
That's what football should be.
Facts. Absolute facts. And that's how it is, man. And we're mates, sort of thing. You got channels like yourselves, like to review. It's all Black and White TV. Peter Proudlock, Newcastle Fans TV, Adam Pearson. You've got Load and Mag as well, and you've also got great ones as well. Like so, just also History and More. Yetis as well. Yetis channel is fantastic as well. Big Forest fan, loving the bits. And he tells it how it is. It doesn't suffer fools, but that's what we love about people. Simple as that. And got one here from Matthew. Thanks, Josh.
Matthew,
well.
hello, mate.
Big Leicester fan as well. See, and big up to you, my guy. And great show as always. Just come off from doing a show with Lufa for the Euros. Check out the channel. What's this channel?
Up the cherries in all departments.
Yes, big up to Marsha. Know that by the team.
Matthew, you are doing a Paddy. You're a boom. You're name dropping.
Yeah, that's absolutely, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, my channel's always open. If you want to come on my channel, talk about football, Newcastle especially, cool, come on. That would be fantastic. Right, we're going to wrap the show there. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. I mean, 16 people watching against us and 9. 710 people watched it on X as well.
Wow.
And I tell you what, if they watch that, that's why I try to get people to come on the X channel onto YouTube. That will make a difference to my channel as well. And I need to post it out next time. Because I was doing a Paddy, it would be Harry Redknapp. Hey!
Fair point.
I'd love to get Harry Redknapp on my channel as well, by the way. Talk to him about Newcastle and his career as a manager as well.
I tell you what, I have been asking Paddy, a.k.a. Craig, I have been asking him to get me, because I live in Bournemouth anyway, so I've been asking him to get me Harry for ages, and he hasn't. He's been useless. Has he parked that car yet, Matthew? Has he been able to work out how to park a car? Because he can't park cars either. So, anyway, that's an in-joke with Matthew, that one.
Sack him. He's not doing a job for you. Sack him. Only joking, man. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Emma. And let's go for it as well. Much love to you as well. See you next time, Chris.
You
too, Jamie. I bet Harry would be good laugh to have a pint with. Yeah, I tell you what.
We're trying to get him to come on the show.
Oh, man.
Down the pub.
Exactly. It'd be fun. I tell you what, you have to get people like Lee Gunner, Lee Gunner, Jez, Max Hamagoon. I'd love to get him on, talk about Arsenal as well. Also, I'd love to get North Side as well. And also, I mean, Mark Goldby should be a stretch. Oops.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, though, but it'd be hard to get and get Storms. Oh, I tell you what, imagine that, man. We'll see what happens. Guys, if you'd like to know what we're going to wrap up the show, and do follow Chris on Leicester Till Die channel. I'll be back again very, very soon. And keep your eyes peeled for that. And thanks to us as well, Go Father. Remember, I'll remember that. I'm not going to mention that name on the talk whatsoever. I'm too wise, too wise, too clever for that as well. But there you go. But I know what you mean, Goat Father. Guys, we go back to the show. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll be the lads. Have a fantastic evening.
Thanks for having me on.